Nope, 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 nope. Come on over, little buddy. Ah, he's teleported. That's cheating. Alright friends, welcome back to another episode of our Chernobylite Let's Play. In the previous episode, we ran through 3 missions, looking for the final bits of investigation for Woman in Red Dress and Black Stalker. We managed to find the last thing for Woman in Red Dress, but it wouldn't let me run the simulation without having run this simulation beforehand. We've been through all of the zones. There are no question marks anywhere. Didn't find nothing, and so I decided, instead of spinning our wheels here for forever, that I would look it up. Full disclosure, looked it up. I didn't figure this out myself, but it's a good thing I did, because turns out the last thing drops from the Black Stalker himself, and we should have picked it up back when he spawned for a mission, when he was like, oh, you got a 10-second head start and all that. But turns out when I killed him, I didn't pick that up. So we just got to go into a mission and wait until he spawns. Which I don't know which zone would be best for me to do that in. I've probably spent the least amount of time in Pripyat Central. There's a lot of stuff we could just run around picking up for a long while. Yeah, I think I'll probably just go back to Pripyat Central. For now, we'll just throw people at things. Actually, he has a better chance of success than her here. She has a good chance there. $78 and $84. Hey. Or do we take, because he has 78, no, let's just give him the 72. Either way, it's food. But you're not going to Pripyat. I am. Pripyat. So I believe we're good. Well, let's giggity get on with it, shall we? Because we've got some waiting to do, and it would be better to start that sooner rather than later. Basically, we had it happen a couple times around, like, I don't know, episode 17, something like that, where we stuck around in missions too long and the sky would get dark and lightning would start hitting and everything. But if you wait long enough in there, the stalker will spawn and come after you. So that's what we're counting on, and that's what we're doing. So we picked this place because it's, as far as I can remember, it's kind of the biggest. And like I said, it's the one we've spent the least amount of time in, I'd say. I'm not gonna complete the objective just in case that affects anything at all. When we take him down. What the hell? When we take him down, I'll finish it and then we'll dip on out of here. But what is the timing of this? Chernobylite storm delay is -31. Yeah, I'm not sure if that means we have 31 minutes or what, really. I don't think we have to wait 31 minutes. But it'll be a little while, at the very least. Oh no! Alright, I'm not really feeling like waiting. Easy enough. Someone's playing a fucked up game? Yeah, it's... how many people's heads can we explode? Oh yeah, I forgot about my psyche. It's kind of suffering. Bruh, I can't hit anything. I wish I knew how to aim reliably. One day I'll figure it out, but it's not today. Yeet. Although that is all 4 of their heads. None of them got to keep them. So I'll take that as a win in its own right. Oh, wait. Yeah. He kind of got to keep. We'll call this guy half and half. What about you? You got the other half. So they're both half and half. Together they make whole. I don't know. Maybe they're all just half and half. It's just half and half and half, and yeah, half and half and half and half. Name a more iconic duo. Activated on contact, explodes and damages everyone and everything caught in the blast. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be a dickhead. We're gonna see if we can cheese this boy. I haven't used any traps at all. Oh, it only explodes in that tiny radius. We should be making them closer. Don't worry about it, don't worry about it. I'm sure nobody will be harmed should we leave any of these before we leave the place. So basically we're just gonna treat it like a runway. We're just gonna try and bait them along the entire length of it. And yeah, what happens happens. I don't really mind using all the flammable parts in my inventory. It's not really a big deal, I have tons more. That makes 20, we can make 5 more. The storm is here. So it's only a matter of time now. Damn, I can't even see that one and I know it's there. I may just end up blowing myself up, in all honesty. Which would be a huge bummer after waiting all this time for this. Maybe we don't play around the landmines too much. Ideally, he would just spawn in the middle of them all. That's definitely where most of the lightning is. Oh man. Is that him?
I have arrived at his last known position.
Oh.
Not half as quiet. Why did you have
Nope, 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 nope. Come on over, little buddy.
This is
Ah, he teleported. That's cheating. Run into the mines. He's just gonna teleport. Oh, this is bullshit.
Let's see what you're made of.
Let's see what you're made of. Yeah. Man, I can't believe the mines didn't work at all. Yeet. Get out of here.
It's not over yet.
Give me that. Vladimir
It
Ilyich.
seems to be a special unit designed to protect the power plant. What in the hell are the NAR hiding there?
Interesting. Alright, that's that. We can, well, we may as well grab the food and leave. I'm gonna get my railgun too. I'm so bummed our landmines didn't go off. Not even one of them went off. Also, where are we gonna put it? Yeah, we're good there. I didn't clear the fence. If I had jumped, that would have been good. Hey, buddy. So he teleports up on you like real close. He doesn't walk anywhere. Kind of a bummer, actually. I placed what, 27 landmines? That would have been beautiful. Bruh, did I not walk right through that building earlier? I guess it's just that one spot where the doorway is. Here's the little trash ramp. Get me on out of here. Well, not out of here. Give me my gun and then get me out of here. Dude, we even fall in slow motion while that's going on. Kind of weird. Should be right here. Emphasis on should. And that's the bag right there. Right in the bushes. Perfect. Yeet. We saved it, boys. And we have room now. Since we spent all the flammables. Alright, that's actually it. Let's get out of here. Sashka is unhealthy. At least he keeps succeeding despite being hurt. Also, we got a junk ton of food, even with the one that I spent buying a ceramic plate, because I fought just a little too much. Just a wee bit. So, that leaves us with 4 skill points, 2 simulations to go through, and a heist. Actually, we'll have to go redo the stalker conversation. That shouldn't be hard either, because we can literally just pay the Chernobylite. I got 24 of it laying around. We're totally Gucci there. Just while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and restock on these. Somehow I keep gaining chemicals despite all of the things we've been spending on, like plate, ceramic, and barrels, and pretty much anything that we could buy costs chemicals. One more. Yeet. We're good on that ammo. I'll make another stack of the batteries. Two more of those, and we are good. Can I actually get around them? Yeah, buddy. Alright, we good? I think we're good. I forgot about skills. Just while I'm thinking about it. We'll just take discipline.
Howdy, Igor.
Hello, Olga. What?
Yep. I guess.
I really still feel like that could be shorter. We'll go ahead and take discipline.
Fantastic.
No joke. Today I'll teach you how to stay alive a little bit longer. Knowing how to use a med kit, healing salves, and herbs is obviously important.
What is
I
that
won't be
text?
talking about that.
What is that
What are you going
object?
to talk about, Olga?
About resolve, grit, and determination. About having the guts
We talk
to do
about what's on the
right,
table?
Whatever it takes.
I get what you're saying, but what does it have to do with survival skills?
You know the stories about people who achieve seemingly impossible feats in times of crisis? There's this tale about an old woman who somehow lifted a tram because her grandkid was stuck underneath.
I'm sure that's an urban legend.
Even so, with inner discipline and strength of conviction, you can sometimes surprise yourself. Let me ask you something. Are you willing to die for Tatiana?
Have I not already? Several times?
Good. Now what you need to understand is that she doesn't need you to die. She needs you to live. Stay alive, Igor. It's the only way to see this through.
Alright, surprisingly wise words.
You did good, Professor.
Thanks,
Sweat,
I did
blood,
a lot of
and
work.
tears are the secret formula to becoming a master.
True, true. Let's take a hit of iodine real quick. May as well just top off. I did that in the wrong order. I forgot that I thought the alcohol lowered your health, not the other way around. The first aid kit lowering psyche. But we got these to do because this is done now. Got all the facts. We got all the facts, so we're good to do simulations. We have to run the Stalker one first. We'll take all night to uncover secrets of the past. Indeed. And you know what? Tomorrow we're gonna end... We're gonna waste the entire day on simulation as well. Oh, that's pretty.
Listen, Georgi, I know what I'm doing, but there's no going back now.
I know, my dear friend. It's just that we lost such a brilliant mind that terrible night.
Oh, is he
I'm
talking about
afraid
me?
of losing you, too, all over some romantic squabbles.
Boris again.
And this misunderstanding also cost you your good looks.
I don't want to listen to this anymore. No more distractions.
Wait,
you
what
hear
happened
me?
to his face?
Oh, yes, of course. I'm very happy to hear that it's all in the past now.
What happened to his face? I don't know how good he looked beforehand.
Good. So let's get to it. I would like to see some results as soon as possible. We both know that she's the key. We've wasted enough time already.
All right. Just don't do anything rash, please. We need to follow the proper protocols.
So my dear friend Boris worked with Semenov even after the Chernobyl disaster. I wonder what happened to his face.
Right?
And Tanya is the key. The key to what? Yeah, more secrets. I've got to keep digging.
Don't we all? Is that the end of this already? Personally, I wouldn't mind. I don't really like these dream sequences. 1999.
Your trials were too aggressive, my friend. I told you that you were using too much, didn't I? I told you. You're lucky you didn't end up brain dead like the others.
Oh my.
But here we are. Boris is dead. Truly dead this time.
Why is that gold?
There's no reason to pretend otherwise now. I suppose I should have seen this coming. The mental projections you told me about, the visions, they've been building for some time.
I still want to know why that Chernobylite was gold. Oh, that's not him.
To be honest, I just thought that your hallucinations meant you were losing your mind.
Oh, is that all?
Prolonged exposure to Chernobylite often causes psychosis and hysteria, after all. Why, I've seen the test subjects babbling about Cthulhu, or wanting to save the world from rats.
So that's what happened. It wasn't the psilocybin after all.
You really did it, my friend. You crossed the Rubicon. You achieved something that no one has ever achieved before. Well, except her. But she has a different purpose.
Wait,
You will be
Gorgie,
the first of your
you
kind.
just talked all that
will
shit.
Help me bring about a new era of human evolution. You will help me reach the stars.
And now you're saying, what? These people, they switch back and forth way too much. You gotta pick a side and stay on it. You either believe, you don't believe.
Pathetic personal involvements, distractions, foolish distractions for the weak. Wasting your time seeking validation from others, but not anymore. You don't need any of that going forward. You're to be my right hand in the days to come.
Don't tell your right hand about that. It'll be jealous.
It's time to drop your old mask and don a new one. Time to become what you were always meant to be.
So it wasn't my child.
Stalker. Wake up soon. We've got plenty to do, you and I.
Bruh, I really
Boris all along.
thought.
Started the Chernobylite trials on himself and became the Black Stalker. Dear God.
I really thought that that was my kid who got Chernobylite experimented on and turned into that. I mean, it's good. It means my kid didn't have to go through all that, but I really thought that's what it was.
I've told you everything you need to know, General. What seems to be the problem?
The problem? That's what you're calling it. Look, I won't even pretend to understand what you and your lab monkeys are doing down there. And I wouldn't care if I did. What I do care about is this facility and the safety of my men. So the next time you decide to rush an experiment that can potentially release a bunch of fucking monsters into the world, please tell me beforehand so I have time to devise a strategy.
First off, the shadows are key to our research.
Everything is key.
They are hybrids that...
Tatiana's key, shadows are key.
I won't
I'm probably
bother you
key,
with
Boris
details
is
that
key.
You won't be able to understand anyways.
That's toxic, dude.
And second, actually, no, I'm responsible to the board, not to you, Kozlov. Your job is to safeguard this operation, not lecture me on things you will never come close to understanding. In fact, the board wants you to cooperate closely, very closely, with my right-hand man. I would
That's
like
awful
you to
convenient.
familiarize him with all of our security protocols.
Who? The freak in the black mask? You want to tell me who the hell he is? I'd like to know who I'm working with.
If you need a name, call him what the rest of your men call him, the Black Stalker. One last thing, I know you don't share my views on the future prospects of this organization, But don't even think about throwing in the towel. If we fail, there will be hell to pay for both of us. There is no walking away now.
I'm still upset because Kozlov.
The NAR is somehow responsible for creating shadows. Or at least releasing them into the world. And Boris, the Black Stalker is also involved in NAR security.
Kozlov claimed to know about Tatiana when we kidnapped him, and maybe he was just talking out his ass to, you know, not die. But I'm still bummed that he kind of randomly turned into this, I only care about my men and nothing else, you know, like, I don't know anything else about anything ever at all. You know, it just doesn't feel that good to me. But wait, is the Ariadna not available right now? Do we have to just go to sleep? What if I just obliterate myself to get to the next day? That could work. I made one too many of these. That's fine, that's fine. You know what? I'm just gonna go into a mission and leave. Yeah, food stash. How about that? I really don't need more food. We could give everyone double rations for probably the rest of the game and we'd be fine. Oh no, we failed! Now if the Ariadna's not back this evening, I'm gonna be a little bummed. Wait, I probably could have just gone to the board. You don't have to you don't interact with that thing at all. Ah well. I forgot about that minor detail. Yeah. This is really, not being at full health is really bothering me. I knew we had this. Can I please right click on it? Thank you. I forgot you actually activate this from here. Yeah. This is this inside the reactor? Or like the power plant itself?
You're absolutely sure about that, Professor Semenov?
It's the only logical explanation.
Isn't it?
How else would Amelieva's gamma brainwaves be able to interact with Chernobylite if it wasn't at least partially sentient? And what about the gate?
Some advanced form of telekinesis.
So the portals have just been working at the whim of the Chernobylite monster consciousness hive mind thing? It's pretty sus.
That's not a sufficient explanation, not by a long shot.
But if what you're saying is true, that would mean that the wormholes are... No, that is impossible.
Why impossible? Think about it. Just because we've never seen an organism powerful enough to create, withstand, or even direct the exotic energy found near black holes, doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
He's got a point on that one.
So these fractal tunnels, they're also organic. So we're what? traveling through the veins of a giant multi-dimensional Moby Dick?
Your mom's a giant
Right now,
interdimensional
thanks to his
Moby Dick.
trials, only
Yeet.
the Black Stalker is. And if you like to play with metaphors, I would say more like a giant multi-dimensional squid.
So it is
And that
Cthulhu.
would make the shadows, what? Some kind of external white blood cells?
I quite like that theory. They are here to nourish the main host and protect it from intruders and diseases.
Us.
Most of us, yes.
Shadows emerged through the unstable gate, so you don't think it was retaliation or an invasion?
No. I would rather call it the reaction of an organism that was attacked by something foreign.
I thought the shadows were actually people who got
By
tainted
foreign, you
by
mean
Chernobylite, like
test
too much of it.
subjects. So shadows are some sort of antibodies.
Exciting, isn't it? And Amelieva
Oh, maybe
is
that's not
like
wrong.
the correct protein, the conduit. She can communicate with the beast, but the beast can also speak through her.
I've seen what happened to subjects who were exposed to Chernobylite. Getting some FaceTime with this must be unsettling.
I agree. I concur. Doctor?
What do you care?
Doctor?
Our names will go down in the history books next to Newton and Einstein.
Of course, Professor Semonov. This is all worth it.
So Chernobylite is some kind of sentient, multi-dimensional organism.
Isn't that what we've been
And
saying for 10
Tanya
episodes
can
now?
communicate with it. This is... I can't even wrap my head around this.
Well, they tried to get you to like 10 episodes ago. What? Come on. Oh. Interesting. Whoa. I always hated mangrove trees because their roots look exactly like that. Disgusting.
It's been so long, my love. Why can't I hear you anymore? Since you gave birth to the boy and fell into a coma.
It's
You
unrequited,
used to
dude.
visit
Move
me
on.
in my dreams. I miss our conversations. I miss you, Tanya. Sometimes I think I lost my way in all this.
What gave it away?
Lost myself. We both made so many sacrifices.
Yo, that's her.
And now I'm not even sure what awaits us at the end of this road. But this is our only chance to be together. You cannot lose hope now. Please, just let Semenov have what he wants. Give it to him, and then we can have each other.
Poor bastard. It seems his delusion keeps him going.
Must
but I
be.
need to focus. I have to find out what Tanya is supposed to give to Semenov.
What is up with this floor? It didn't like me
It's
going into that
fascinating,
portal from
Professor
behind.
Semenov. Really? But I'm here to discuss business, not scientific curiosities. Our investors need to see a return on their investment.
You don't need to worry about that. It can be monetized in ways they can't even imagine.
Well, that's the problem. Go tell them, Mr. High and Mighty Scientist who looks down his nose on everyone, never explains a thing in his darn
But
life.
that's just the thing. These people don't like surprises.
This
They
guy
wanna know
gets it.
Precisely what to expect. New types of weapons, medicine, a new means of transportation.
All of that, and more. You can tell your precious investors that the millions they're pouring into our project will come back to them as billions.
And what about the Duga radar? It's been drawing all kinds of unnecessary attention over the years. These dark tourists and those damn stalkers.
It has served its purpose. You can scrap it and make razors for all I care. We've got Amelieva now. She's the ultimate conduit. What we have in the works right now, it will transform the NAR into the biggest conglomerate in the world. It's going to be $1 trillion business.
That's what they all
We'll
say.
use Amelieva to stabilize the gate to another world, the Chernobylite's world. And once we are able to travel there, this will be a revolution unlike anything humanity has ever witnessed. You could call it an ontological shock.
Until a what?
That's a $5 word right there.
Okay, as long as you find a safe way of putting a dollar sign on it, you've got the permission of the board. But, you know, just keep your feet on the ground, okay, Professor? We're here to make money, not destroy the world or cause shocks of any kind.
I've got it all under control. Everything is in place, and our patient zero is ready.
Dear God. So that's what Semenov needs Tanya for? Stabilizing a wormhole? A gate to the origin of Chernobylite. I need to get to the power plant and find her fast, before he can carry out this insane plan.
That's pretty
Who
yucky.
knows what can happen to her, or to the world. I've got to make a plan, and move fast.
For those that are wondering, ontology is like... If I remember right, I think ontology is the study of, like, being. Or, like, innate nature. So, that's what he means by ontological shock. A shock so great to the very nature of being of everything is what this is. And maybe he's not wrong, but it is pretty dramatic to say that. So, that means we have finished those investigations. Which also means I should be able to obliterate myself. And go get Tarakan back. I think. I know we know Boris's identity now. Yeah.
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go, die, fade, portal.
I wonder how our teammates feel about me, like, destroying myself, atomizing myself in the base right next to where they sleep. Changes in your companion's stance towards you that you're not aware of are represented by yellow crystals. The thing is, the yellow crystals are the ones where they told me they didn't, like, they made changes. If I remember right. That's Kozlov. Where is...
The Black Stalker accused you of being...
Yeah.
Let's rearrange the timeline.
I told you to return to...
I really didn't like this conversation, so we're just gonna skip right back through it. I think we can't defend Semenov because he's dead.
You underestimate me, old friend. Yes, I know it's you, Boris.
Dun dun
What happened to
dun!
you? We had our differences back in the day, but we were also good friends, the three of us. Tatiana has always been the most important person in my life. That's true. But that doesn't mean I don't care about anyone else, about my friends.
Friends? Sure, Boris and Igor, bosom comrades to the end. Cross my heart and all that. It's really bizarre to see you claiming something that doesn't belong to you. If only you.
It's kind of funny he's green. He's like the incarnation of the little green monster of jealousy.
I will find Tatiana. If I have to go through you to do so, I will.
You're not lacking in courage, Igor. But courage without knowledge is indistinguishable from stupidity. Do you understand what you're up against?
There's nothing ontologically wrong with stupidity, is there?
Their indiscretion
Maybe.
cost them their
Who knows?
lives, by the way.
You killed them for telling me that crazy theory of yours? That Chernobylite is an organism so powerful it can produce singularities and wormholes inside its own multi-dimensional body?
Believe what you want. But how do you hope to challenge such power if you can't even defeat me?
I have a 100% win rate against you, my friend.
Far out of your depth, you don't even realize.
That was impressive, what you did back there. You faced a monster and survived.
That's the third time.
Say that. And you two have history, right? Damn. Respect, man. Really.
Thanks, I guess.
But keep your eyes on the prize, okay? We're not done quite yet.
Now, will this get us Tarakan back? There he is,
Catcher in the skies. You faced the devil himself and survived.
Yes, it was quite an
We
experience.
dabbed on him.
Don't worry. I could never believe that you were the Rat King, or even a lesser rat. You have a pure heart.
I trust you.
Thank you.
Now, we know exactly what we're up against. Chernobylite is the evil that descended upon this world. It's the true face of the Rat King. Listen to me, Igor. Whatever the cost, we have to destroy it.
Yeah, we do. Sounds good to me. Why is this darkened? That's probably the choice on whether or not to tell Olga that we helped poison the town. But I believe we're good. I'm sure that'll be forthcoming. So we should wake up. I believe Tarakan will be back. I hope. But then we'll really have every last little bit tied up nice and cleanly for the heist. If you feel that you're ready to return the power plant, you can, okay. There he is. Let's see it. All done. Alright, my friends, this has been a little bit of a long one. But a productive one. Feels really good to have that all wrapped up. So we'll wrap up the rest of the game. We'll at least start the process of going to the end in the next video. So thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did and you haven't already, make sure you yeet that subscribe button, dab on that like, turn notifications on, and come see me in the next one. Yeet.